It was late October, with the colors rapidly going away. We went back to the woods of the previous week, Black River Falls State Forest, hoping to catch one last glimpse of the fall color and explore another small town. We're reminded why we love it so much. As we walk down another main street in rural America, yearning for the slower pace of life, the families gathered for trick-or-treating at the mom and pop shops, and we explored the local antique store for a glimpse of the days gone by.
Howdy, howdy. We are back for another week. We're in kind of middle southern Wisconsin, back near the Black River Falls State Forest area. We only did one nighter last week, so we wanted to check it out a little bit more. We're at a different campground this time. This is called East Fork Primitive Camping. We got here before dark, luckily. She had to work last night, so we got a little late start today, but we're staying pretty close to home. It's not that far, not our usual drive. But yeah, it's beautiful out here, very rustic. There's a few other campers, not many. Looks like it's gonna be cooler again, but not as cold as last couple of weeks. You know, definitely not as cold as Minnesota. But we're going to get everything set up. Got our fire already started, and yeah, we're gonna have a good weekend. Jack's home again, he's gotta work, so.
Seriously?
That's why I let you do it and turn the camera on. See if you're gonna set something on fire already.
That's really just wrong.
That is how it works.
So it is gonna be easy night tonight, guys. I've got burgers, I've got onions, mushrooms, some tomatoes, lettuce, some hamburger rolls. So it's gonna be a little bit of some, I think I have Swiss cheese. Jay's gonna go with American cheese.
No, I brought cheddar too.
Okay, whatever. But it's burger night with some chips, because you know, as always, we are cooking in the dark. Although we did set up in the light, so I mean, you know, we'll give it that. So he's got the fire raging. I'm just gonna let these kind of cook, and we're gonna eat and sit in front of the fire and have a drink. Super nice campground. There's not a lot of people here. It's pit toilets, but there's not even covers on the toilet. So I mean, it's a nice campground, but the pit toilets are a little, so I kind of put up or pop up. But it's a nice campground. So tomorrow, when it's sunny out, hopefully we're gonna go check it out, look at some of the areas. We found out that this campground is actually open during the winter time. So we want to, and I guess certain sites, so we want to kind of take a look and maybe some boondock areas, but. Oh. So it's done. This is putting my buns on the top to kind of warm these up just a little bit because they're a little bit like me. And then I'm just going to fix up our burgers here. I'm going to do mine up.
Oh, I brought the Thousand Island.
Nah, no Big Mac burger. I want mushroom Swiss, so a lot of mayonnaise.
I would have had the Big Mac burger.
Okay. I'm putting a little lettuce. Put some slices of tomato. I'm gonna put my mushrooms on the bottom.
Who built the burger backwards?
I'm
what
building
is
it
that?
backwards.
That doesn't even look right.
It's gonna be a mess to eat, but it'll be okay.
Where's my plate?
Right there, babe. Mushrooms and
I don't
onions.
understand why you built it backwards.
Because I kind of put my top on. I don't think I'll be able to get my top off now.
Okay, that doesn't even look right. It's an upside down burger.
It's an upside down burger. Voila. Ooh, look at that. That looks good. A little piece of my burger fell off. Okay, do you want me to build yours?
Not in some backwards contraption like you just did that.
Okay, but I gotta turn these burners off, babe. Okay. Ooh, look at that.
You move too fast.
Yummy. I had a little piece that fell off. I'll have to eat that now. I need a napkin. Ooh, napkin.
Okay, yeah. Let me get on mine, I suppose, because you just take it off.
I'm leaving you.
You just asked if you were gonna
You told me you didn't want a backwards, upside
I
down
said you could build
burger.
it, but don't build it backwards.
The Christmas plates are even better.
Really? Like it was last week. It was the or Door County had the Christmas shirt on.
Sale in Jewel, so
Not Christmas yet. You already. So we haven't even got to Halloween, which is almost here.
do you know what it's like to try to wash dishes when it's cold out? It's a mess.
No, but I know what it's like to set up the whole camp.
Okay, whatever. I helped you do the tent,
Yeah, in between sitting.
and I made dinner. It's warm over here, but it's not as cold as it's been last weekend.
Not at all.
Which I'm okay with that.
Little break. From what I saw, I like this one. It's pretty woody and rustic.
It's pit toilets. I mean, it's pit toilets, but there's 2 or 3 stalls. There is toilet paper. There's hand sanitizer, but there's no tops to the toilets, so there's a little stinky.
Well, good morning. Slept really good. I think it got down about 34. It's a little bit of a frost, but it was warm in there in the teardrop. We had dinner, kind of sat a little bit last night. Camera off. She went to bed, and then I went in the hot tent, did some editing in there, and started that thing up and got warm before bed. It's gonna be a beautiful day. I believe 65. Clear skies, sunny all day. A lot of stuff to do and see and explore. Try to scope out some future camping areas for winter, maybe. Just trying to get this fire going. Got the stove running too, so when she gets up, she can be warm.
There's Sleeping Beauty. She's already hiding in the hot tent. It's warm enough out here now. I already had the water boiling and she's still complaining.
I have this new gadget I wanted to show you, but I literally had to pee and I need to get coffee going.
Stove's running. It's got to be 80 in there.
It's like nice and warm in here.
It's a bit much.
So I can take my hat off. So I have this new hot super gadget that I've been excited about. It is my espresso coffee grinder. Yes.
But you can't barely
I would
operate.
have showed it to you on the last time, which I'm surprised you didn't film it, because it has this magnetic bottom that this actually holds your grinds that are, your beans go in here and your grinded coffee goes in here. And here I am just grinding away. I'm super excited, and the whole thing just goes bloop all over the ground. So
despite the strong magnet, she somehow knocked it off.
I do think my only thing is, like, even with this having this magnet, it's like,
it's not going to just fall off. It's because you bumped yourself.
it's hard
you don't
to
know how
turn
to
it or don't touch the bottom.
Right.
So I was
like
not
everything
gonna
else, can't operate the equipment.
So I was not going to have any fumbles. And then some of my coffee grounds get stuck in there, so I had to use my little wand here.
We'll show them later when there's actually more light.
Yes. But
because I'm sure you'll have a second pot.
Well, there'll be a second and a third.
Even though you slept 12 hours. 8 to 8.
I can't take Daddy. I worked the day before, so I
And
don't
that's
sleep
what I had
before
to
I go
say
to
about
work.
all that. When's the breakfast getting started?
Oh my God.
You can't hide in there all day.
I'm making my caramel macchiato Starbucks zero sugar. Check that out.
Okay, get a grub.
That's what you're getting this morning.
I'm not drinking that.
Oh, you are.
Don't put that in mine. I'm not kidding. No. Starbucks
Oh,
mess.
it's so warm in here.
Look who's out of the hot tent
Stop it.
in the wild.
Stop it.
Now that it's at least 40.
It just takes me a moment. Okay, I know there's people out there that are just like me. It just takes me a minute to kind of get going. There's nothing wrong with that.
A minute?
This is supposed to be nice, relaxing, peaceful.
More than a minute.
This takes me a minute. So I'm good. I'm up. I got my coffee going.
You sure?
Yes.
I hope you're good. You slept for like 2
Listen.
days straight, 12 hours of sleep.
Okay, when I work, as he cut me off before, I work 12 hours, 13 hours, 14 hours overnight. I don't sleep the night before. I don't sleep before I go. Even when I work at night and work 2 or 3 days back to back, I sleep maybe 4 or 5 hours. So when it's my days off, it's like I'm trying to like reset my body and I'm just exhausted. That's just the way it is. Sorry.
There's a lot of lies in that because
There is not.
You can take a week off. If she takes.
I'm recouping. If we take a week off, I'm recouping from my crazy.
Fine, let's call it 2 weeks. Our
who
trip to
works
Oregon.
Nights? Who has ever worked nighttime overnight?
Yes.
I want you to chime in and put your comments and bust on Big Daddy over here.
She gets credit for that.
Because it's rough working nights.
She could be off for 2 weeks. She'll still sleep 12 hours. Sleeping life away.
Today my bed, you had it so cozily warm, the covers, it was just...
Have exploration to do.
I know, we're going.
It's on the breakfast menu.
Well, you want, to go, so that takes a little time. I had just eggs and bacon.
She missed this morning. I was up at the crack dawn.
He is. He's always up at the crack of dawn.
There was an eagle flying over. Unfortunately, the camera wasn't in any position to record.
There's all these red berries on the trees. I don't know what those are. We were thinking about, here we are coming upon, I know Halloween is coming, going.
Halloween's done.
Should we try another turkey bird? I really don't want to do it. If you saw
way back in the playlist, last year we tried to bury a turkey at camp and cook it underground. Because there's YouTube videos that we saw it done.
It was not us.
Go back in the playlist, there's a gem in there.
I thought maybe we should try it while there's no snow. And maybe it'll work better, but I'm just I really don't want to come back and there's a completely raw bird again.
Why is that butter not melting?
They didn't turn that on yet. Wait, because babe, I'm burning our bacon here. The only thing about this is it goes so fast.
What is that?
I have a yolk.
Hey, that is burnt bacon. Come on.
I told you. You're just filming. You have to actually participate.
Someone has to film.
You have to actually participate.
No, you're the chef. Oh man.
Well,
that's
black. What you get.
That's Jen's bacon. Ugh, that is total Jen's bacon.
Well, that's what you're getting this morning.
Burnt bacon. Nasty burnt bacon.
You're getting super crispy bacon. Hug.
Stupid crunchy bacon.
You're gonna get some crunchy bacon.
That's too much. A little char grilled cheese breakfast sandwich.
That'll be fine.
Just a little char.
Okay, there's the little bit not burnt.
Thanks a lot. I get the burnt sandwich as usual. Thanks a lot. See that, people at home? See how she does it? Hers turns out nice and golden. I get the burnt sandwich. So we're just having our second cup of coffee. Breakfast is done. Breakfast sandwiches, really good. Not a burrito. Always a good thing. Gotta get her to diversify. Sun's up really nice. Go out and explore, find some other maybe camp spots, hiking trails. There's all kinds of stuff around here. Hope you guys are having a great weekend. Really appreciate you guys joining us.
Unfortunately, it was nearing time to head back home. and we found a hidden spot most people would drive right past. So one last stop along the roadside on the way out of town to discover this hidden gem that would soothe our soul until our next adventure into the woods. Remember to take the time and slow down and just pull off on the side of the road. Sometimes that's where you find the most unique and beautiful things.
So we're back at camp. We've been back for a while. Not everything's peachy keen in Camp Wonderland today, but we've decided to turn the camera back on. We got back at like 6:30, just as the sun's going down. Mad we got back late. But she didn't start the dinner till 7:45. I'm not sure why she waited an hour. I thought we were just eating sandwiches and going to bed because we're about to be done with this episode. Just throw in the towel. But I've decided to turn the camera back on. She wouldn't talk and show the chopping and all the steps of the cooking, so it was frustrating. When the talent doesn't want to do film, it's hard to film. Anyways, I'll let you hear from her. This is one of her really good recipes, but you're only going to see the finished product, I suppose. One day you'll see all the steps. But, you know, maybe now she'll talk about it.
Just whipping up a little bit of some beef stew. So I went ahead and I chopped up some garlic, some onions. I already had some carrots kind of diced up from home. Put a little bit of extra virgin olive oil in there. So put it in the cast iron here at the Dutch oven. Got that kind of toasting and caramelizing a little bit, and then I added some, I didn't have stew meat, I had just some chopped up, almost, I hate to say, fajita meat. Tossed that in some flour and then threw that in. Cooked it, stirred it for a little bit, and then all I've done now is add 3 cans of beef stock, a little bit of some Worcestershire, kind of a couple of rounds, a little bit of salt and pepper. I had some some homegrown thyme, so I put that in there, and 2 or 3 bay leaves. So now I've just been, it's got some flour, because remember you put the kind of the meat in the flour and then kind of cooked it a little bit. So we'll see how thick it gets, whether I need to add a little bit more. The stalks, because my home ones are just kind of cut, that I'll just pull that out towards the end, and then I have some half and half that we'll add towards the end. Oh, I added, instead of us using potatoes, I've got rutabaga, so a little less carbs. So,
Diced up rutabaga that she parboiled at home.
yeah, because it's like a real pain in the butt. It's like super hard, and if you try to cook it you'd have to cook like 4 hours, and dinner would be even way later. So I'm glad we already parboiled it.
We're running double fire. We got the Thermomate running hot here because Grandma's cold.
I'm nippy.
And cranky. Even though it's warmer tonight than last night.
Oh, and I'm going to add I'm being a little lazy. I got some peas with some pearl onions. I'll add those in last because they're canned, so you don't want them to be a big mush. And I have some potato rolls. And for dessert, Oreos. That's what it'll be. I like to just cook it. I'm cooking it for a little bit because usually when I use stew meat, you want to get the meat kind of nice and tender. The fajita meat is not as big, so we might not have to cook it as long. That's what I had in my freezer, so that's what we're using.
It's warmer than last night, Grandma.
There is a chill. And it must be hunting season because there's lots of hunters out here catching poor Bambi. I'm not happy about it.
You're a meat eater. It's a part of life.
I guess, but the ones I saw, I told them to make a run for it.
So if I had to rate this has been a rough weekend. One of our worst camping.
It's not worst camping.
It is. You've been in quite a mood, but that's understandable. We haven't said it on camera, but yesterday would have been Brittany's 29th birthday, so I think that's brought the mood down.
But it's fine.
But
it was fine until Jack had to send me a picture of where was he tonight having dinner.
yeah, Jack's back home with his girlfriend and her mom, and they went to eat.
Authentic Mexican restaurant, and he has to send me a picture of a whole plate of tacos and Mexican food.
To be honest, I think that's when her mood changed.
This kid doesn't eat anything, and then I'm like, I am so jealous. He's like, well, you shouldn't have gone camping. I said, you're so mean. He's like, in little kiss marks,
Even though the beef stew is one of the best recipes she makes, but she's mad she didn't get tacos.
No, I'm just mad he had to send me and he had to rub it in.
I just went and made a quick roll-up sandwich because I knew we weren't eating for hours, if at all. I thought she was just going to go to bed.
Eating. It just, this...
Well, you sure didn't seem like you were starting it early.
Well, I was sitting and I was trying to get warm. I was cold.
You know, she's mad, oh, we got to start dinner before dark. Well, you can't do that in the fall because it's going to be dark at 4:30.
This is one of those long recipes. It just takes, and I tried to shorten it by parboiling.
And you should have started it right when we got back.
But it was cold. So we had a good day out. We actually we went downtown. Where are we at?
They saw that. Black River Falls.
And there was tons of little kids there. I guess the downtown area was doing tons of trick-or-treating. Oh my God, they were too cute. I mean, these little kids in their Halloween outfits, I thought that was awesome. And it's actually like there was a lot of people and parents and participating, and a lot of basically all of the businesses in the downtown area were doing candy outside, giving treats to the kids and stuff. I thought that was kind of cool because it's a safe way to do trick-or-treating. You know, nowadays you have to be kind of really careful. It's not like back in the day. So I thought that was pretty awesome. We got to see that when we were downtown, and then we checked out a little pub, got a bite to eat.
They saw that.
Yeah, I know they saw that.
And then we got back, and she had her little meltdown, and...
He still wants to hang on the meltdown.
She made me angry, and I just turned the camera off. But here we are again. Because this is what 29 years looks like. You know what's going to happen, so... You know, whatever. 29-year anniversary is coming up in a couple of weeks. Not all trips go as planned.
Okay. Are you done? And you do have to sleep in the camper tonight.
I'll go sleep in that hot tent and be way warmer. I just don't have a I'll put my mattress on the ground. Take my mattress out of the camper and sleep in a hot tent. Don't let her fool you.
No.
You don't see off camera.
Okay.
Just gotta roll with it. Just gotta roll with it. Sometimes it's just not all peachy keen. And I decided we might as well be honest and tell you the whole, not sugar coated or. It's a lot of work. Personally, I didn't start this to. We did start this to share our adventures and document our adventures. But I don't do anything 50%. I want to go all in, obviously, with the production. And I'm really loving it, but it is a lot of work, and it is work. I mean, we're still having fun, don't get me wrong. But there is a good amount of work to it. And I don't think she can handle the pressure of it sometimes. She could never be in real Hollywood with a director because she does not want to listen to, well, maybe it's just me. And it takes time to film and stuff. You know, I've seen it firsthand with Cody and Kelly of Dome Life. He's looked pretty ragged last time we met up with him, running hard, and it's a lot of work, folks. It's weird because, you know, when you're watching YouTube, I didn't even think it was a big deal, but it is. It's a lot of work. But I'm not complaining. We're loving it. I just think there are times where you maybe have to step back for a week or two and just take a break. We're not at that point. There is a good deal of pressure to constantly make new and better and try to be the best you can be. And, oh yeah, she's left some bay leaves in there. Can't wait for that too. Why did you put the bay leaf in there?
They have to go in there.
They really don't.
Yes,
we don't need bay leaves.
Okay, they go. They're part of the stew. I'm just sure there was 3 of them.
Yeah, of course. I already knew somebody's gonna eat that with that stupid time.
No, I already got that out. So you stop it.
I already ate a sandwich. I'm already on drink 3 or something.
Okay.
Because she made me mad.
Number 3.
The talent does not listen at all. Anyways, we've saved this episode because I didn't know what it was going to be, or I was just going to chuck it. There goes the peas.
Peas and onions. I told them about it. Don't freak out.
Anyway, part of this is why we've been called the Bickersons.
Okay, stop it.
29 years. Well, you haven't moved, so I'm sure it's right next to you. Probably over there, under the foil.
I don't think
so. She constantly loses stuff. I get yelled at.
Okay, I didn't yell at you yet.
Yet. I suppose we'll eat at midnight.
Okay, no, it's almost done.
Thank you for listening to this camp talk. Now back to your regularly scheduled program. Found a couple of treats at Vinny's Liquor.
Yeah, I should have whipped out my eggnog.
She'll have that for breakfast. No, because she's going to be asleep. Honestly, I'm surprised she's still awake now.
You're still going.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Seriously?
I'm not going to let it go.
Yes, okay. So the people already see where the problem is.
Yes.
Yeah, you put your comment.
The talent.
Put your comment in the thing below.
Doesn't even look that thick.
Oh my.
I don't know why you made so much. This is the problem. Like, my Aunt Cindy's like this too. They can't just. Well, she has reason because she was a caterer, but they can't just cook like a small portion of food. So we end up having to take half this home.
It's okay. I'm sure you'll eat it. And then we'll eat. And then we'll eat. Literally 5-10 minutes.
Yeah, like 9 o'clock at night. Anyways, I'm not sitting by you anymore.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, there's a bread. You just dumped the bread and I missed it.
Stop it.
At least we're finally eating. Well, is it any good?
No, it's good. And the rutabagas, it's a good replacement for if you're wanting to feel a little bit less carb. Than a
Yeah,
regular
if you're looking
potato.
for a keto potato, rutabaga is the closest match. Now, who does that? Who puts butter on the outside of the roll?
Okay.
There's a couple of things, 29 years, that you
Hey,
just get you.
just
That's one of
take
them.
it.
Like, slice the roll. What is this? Who does that?
Just take it.
Butter goes on the inside of a roll, not on the outside of it. Man, there's a few things that just drive me nuts. She does know how to cook. Clearly, that's why I got fat.
That was so good. I'll have to have a second bowl. That was good.
Yeah, since we can feed 40 more people.
I should have made, but I was not in the mood for any more coffee. I got some spiked eggnog, since we're following the Christmas theme with our plates.
You honestly can't tell that those are not potatoes.
No, you can't tell in there. I've made mashed potatoes with rutabaga. If you add a little bit of you had butter and sour cream, salt and pepper, they're not bad. I mean, it'll work. You can tell it's not a mashed potato. But like when I make shepherd's pie, it really kind of is a good substitute. So then, but if you're eating them just kind of plain, but like in a soup, you can't tell. Not at all.
Anyways, we will see you guys in the morning. Backing up and doing a few things. We're not in a super hurry to get home.
Then you can pop off the bottom, and there's your coffee grounds. I had to make a cup of coffee super fast, and it's potato rolls with butter and cherry almond jam, which is really good. And we have this blueberry cheese pastry me and Jay are splitting, so it's sweet, 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 and more sweet for breakfast. I should have stayed bundled in the bed.
Oh, please. Oh, yeah, she actually got up at a decent hour. Sort of. Except you're smoking the people out.
I'm
Can
sorry.
you smell the campfire?
It doesn't smell great. You're right here with us.
All right, guys, that's it. We are out of here. Black River Falls State Forest. This is the Pigeon Creek Campground. Primitive, no electric at this one. Maybe 30 or 40 sites. Half of it's closed for winter, but it is open year-round. This and Castle Mount, the East Fork one we haven't been to, is closed for winter.
So it was
No comments?
a good weekend. So we're just heading up, packing up. It was fine. No,
Getting the talent to do anything or talk.
It was a rough weekend. Okay, stop.
No, we had fun.
We had fun. It was a nice time. It was a nice little break to kind of get you away. So we're packing up. I know I'm gonna hit a coffee shop or some little nibble on the way out. Maybe we'll stop and check a couple of things. I think he's at a campground. And then back to the grind. But it's never goodbye. It's we'll see you soon.
Hope you guys have a good Thanksgiving.
Yes.
We're gonna see family and maybe do one night on the way back, but
There might be a little turkey cooking, but it's definitely not going to be in the ground.
And then we're rolling right into December and Christmas, hot tent season, getting colder. We're ready. Bye, guys.
He's ready.